Okay, Dean Barry, welcome to Crawley, Talk Combat, September 13th. Obviously you're fighting, and how's it feeling? I know you've been out for a while. How's it feel to be back in the fight game?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Like I actually, do you know what? I've had 2 years off, and then I had seen the show Total Combat, sorry. Yeah. TKO 1, sorry, yeah. I seen it on Instagram, and I was like, what's that? Like, and then I kind of looked into it a bit, and it just really drew my attention, just seeing the pit and the buzz and stuff. And I reached out to Andy straight away.
You slipped in the DMs, didn't you?
Yeah, slid into Andy's DMs. I slid into Lee Matthews' DMs because obviously I had a great relationship. You slipped. We all slipped into each other. And then so it was just a big slip in, and then we just said, let's. I had done I'd been doing running and stuff, but I did no martial arts for a while. And I was like, I'll fight Andy. And then he was like, have you been training? And I was like, yeah, I have.
In your brain?
In my brain. I've been training in my dreams, but you know yourself, you don't lose it. I just knew if it was enough time, 12 weeks, and from when I originally spoke to you. Yeah. I've been training hard, and I'm actually really excited. I'm in a good routine, and I feel in a real good place in my life to do it, so it's going really well.
Good, yeah, we spoke about earlier about like when you've had a break from training and the benefits that it gives deeper than just the training. So now you've got your head back into that fight zone. How are you feeling like physically, and like, how's your body feeling, how's your mind feeling now you're back in that focus zone?
It's better than ever. Like I was going through this rut where like I was like going to the gym and stuff, not knowing what I'm doing today, what am I doing, this, that and the other. Now I'm in a real strict routine, and I'm really making sure, like there's days where I'm exhausted and I'm dragging myself and I'm getting all my rounds done, and I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling light, fast, sharp. I just kind of feel like back to my vintage self. Like obviously in a few more weeks I'm going to get even fitter, but I went back to my roots. I went back to why I loved it in the first place. I went back to kickboxing, back to my points fighting gym. It's a lot of full contact guys there as well. And I just kind of feel myself again. So I feel like, I said I won't ever come back unless I feel like I want to come back. And I see my little son Jace, I was at his first grade and he got his first yellow belt. Okay. And just seeing his little face and the excitement, and his favourite colour is blue, and they gave him a yellow belt. He was like, can we have a blue one? And they were like, yeah, it's a few years. So just seeing that, and he never got to see me fight, and so he kind of inspired me as well to. I still have loads left in me, like. And the beauty is with this show, it's going to be on ITV, and it's legacy as well, isn't it, for your children? So Dean, you came from points fighting, then you went to MMA, then you had a UFC as well. So you had a big kind of experience in many different styles. So how's that been for you? How was the transition? I know you fought. Who's that guy that does quite a few misfits fight? Anthony Taylor, yeah. Anthony, we got quite. He's a good talker, but I remember I watched you fight him. I bet him around the place. Yeah. So Anthony Taylor. So he was my fifth opponent to change in the space of a couple of weeks, and I'd sold all the tickets. And I had done MMA. I'd started MMA, but I'd done like no jiu-jitsu, no nothing. I just kind of talked my way into getting fights, like, and I was like, yeah, I'll fight him. But I knew he had a big wrestling background. I had nothing like that, no jiu-jitsu, like even. So I knew I had one good round in me, and I pinged him around the cage for the whole. I don't think he landed a punch, and then second round he took me down, and I didn't even know how to stop hooks or nothing. So it was just a learning curve for me, and I was actually happy that happened to me, because I don't think I would have got to the UFC. Like, I got to the UFC twice. I don't think I would have got there if I didn't lose that fight, because it made me go instead of just turning up to the kickboxing class on the Tuesday and Thursday. So I start doing the jiu-jitsu, and so I'm bringing all that experience in here now. And same thing again, when I was coming towards the last few fights in MMA, I was at a stage in my life where I wasn't happy, and there was a lot of stuff going on in my personal life that was just taking away the joy of martial arts, and why I've been doing it since I'm 10. And now I'm at that stage, as I just said, where like my life is in a really good place, and when I'm happy, I absolutely love going training now. And so I just kind of feel like I'm back to where I was. So.
That's good. Like you said, with obviously the UFC, is a bit of a random one. I watched it. It was, I don't know. Obviously, the accidental things went on in there, and then so explain that, because it was a bit of a harsh reaction to it, and I thought that's not that fair. So basically, before I signed with them, I was only 2-1, right? Then my manager said to me, if I took this fight in Dubai against a 7-0 guy, they'd sign me straight after it. And I was like, right, I'll go for it. And he had all knockouts, and I flew to Dubai and I knocked him out. It was 2020, just during COVID. Left hand, so I kept throwing a 1-2, and he kept going back. As a blitz or static?
No, just blitz, kind of a blitz, yeah. And then he kept lifting his head, so I was like, if I step into southpaw and come up with the hook, he won't see it, and I did, and he just sparked him. So I knew after that I'd signed to the UFC, and he was like ringing me, yeah, they're signing you, this, that and the other. I was supposed to fight on Yas Island on the same week as McGregor for the International Fight Week. So he was supposed to be the Friday, I was going to be the Wednesday show. And then my opponent never had a passport. So then that fight ended up getting delayed. Then I had visa issues, and then I reckon if I had gotten then, it would have been a whole different game. So I was at the stage where I was just, all I cared about was going there, and I loved it. So that didn't happen. Then I had visa issues. They said he has to go try get a visa himself. It took me bleeding ages. We flew to different parts of the world, but COVID, it took forever.
Then, over the COVID time, was it?
Yeah, during COVID. Time, yeah. So it took us forever to get the visa. Then they said, oh, he has to take another. We got the visa, and they said, oh, he has to take another fight. And we were like, what's going on here? So then I was kind of like, oh, I'm sick of this already. And then I took a fight and I won. Then they signed me again. But then at the time they signed me, I was probably at the worst stage of my life then. I like mental health plummeted and didn't want to be there, didn't want to fight. I wasn't even training. Like I had my UFC debut and I've trained once a week, if even. Like, cause I
wasn't there.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know when people go on in their life. They don't see it, and they don't see, like I always say to people, the last thing I wanted to do was be in a gym getting reefed around by people. Like when I was going through stuff. And then I was like, I need to fix that in my life. And then by the time I got to the UFC, I didn't want to be there. And I was like, I'm taking a spot that somebody wants. And I just did not want to be there. And I remember going out and fighting. And I just moved to a new gym as well. Everything was just already not lining up for me. And I just went out and I don't know what happened. I just panicked and went wild and just started throwing. And I dropped them and I was like, usually I'm so calm, pick my shots. And a lot of it was because of moving gyms and stuff. And I wasn't just myself. And then they said I had to win that fight. So they said if he doesn't win this fight, because he's only 3-1, he has to go and fight again. So this is his only way in. We want to take him in now. He's only a few fights. This is the only way he can get sanctioned for the fight. So they gave me Mike, and then obviously I poked him in the eye and they disqualified me. I didn't even realise I was trying to frame because he was taller, and then hit him, but then he exaggerated the bits, and backstage he was fine, but then...
I could see that.
Backstage, he was like this, and backstage he's laughing and joking, and I was fuming, and then they said after it, they rang me and was like, yeah, he's cut. He has to fight again outside, and so I just was like, you know what, I'm done. Like, I can't,
especially when you're not in the best place mentally.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when your fight was announced at Total Combat, I saw there was a lot of comments, a lot of love from your friends, and I could imagine similar to myself. It's like when you've not got that goal of training and that focus, sometimes you can go off the rails, and and then not off the rails, but also your mental health goes off the rails, and it seems to be like all your friends and your supporters are happy that you're back on this path.
Yeah, because when I got signed to the UFC, and it was only me and Conor originally then set the fight, and then I got this immense push by them and immense push by the UFC Europe and stuff, and like I was meant to be like this next big thing allegedly, and I don't think I dealt with the pressure of it, and because I had so much shit going on at home, but I couldn't deal with it, and I was getting all these sponsorships coming in, I had money getting thrown at me, cars, this, that and the other, and I just kind of got overwhelmed with it, and I wasn't at a stage to deal with it, so now life is a bit different for me, and now since I got this fight, I'm just so focused, and like my partner is so supportive for me, my kids, and it's just like I have a structure now in my life as before I didn't, and I was just wild, so.
It's the thing with fighters, it's like, if you're a fighter, you're a weirdo, right? Because you want to go in there and fight people, and also as a fighter, you like the buzz, you like the adrenaline, and generally that translates to good things and bad things, which it's the kind of people we are. If we're going to do something, you want to be in the UFC, you want to be in Total Combat, you want to be a world champion, and if you do things that sometimes are not the healthiest, you want to be the best at them as well.
Yeah, man.
It's one of them. It's the fight mentality.
Do you know what it is? It's a high that fighters get, and only fighters have it. It's this constant pursuit of like a greatness and this dopamine high, where it's like I need the next high, I need to feel this, and then ever since I stopped fighting, I'm chasing this high, and I'm not getting it anywhere. Like I start running a lot, I'm doing some half marathon races and stuff. It's an amazing feeling, and I'm just like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Little level.
Yeah, and then I kept the one thing that brought me the most joy with fighting was I'd done so much for people that people wouldn't even know. Like I've given tons of gear away to kids, adults, helped people with sponsorships. I've done so much different things for people, and I remember when I finished up fighting, I had piles of gear and I gave them all away. And now I came back fighting.
Where's my gear?
I haven't got a stitch. I'm borrowing. I have different coloured gloves out of the gym with holes in them and all. I'm like, where did this all go wrong? But look, it's exciting to get back, and I think the possibilities endless for me right now, and I think I'm going to really shine on the night and have a vintage performance where I'm just going to be cool, calm. I've absolutely no pressure. I have a beautiful family at home, and I just get to go out and do what I love, and I think that's when you're going to see me literally at my best.
Yeah, I'm excited, mate. Obviously, we've got a car alarm going off, but that gives the British vibe, doesn't it? If you're not in London and there's not a car alarm going off, you're not in London. So, Dean, I mean, what can people be expecting to see from you at Total Kombat on September 13th? What are they like? Why should they come and watch? Why should they tune in? Why should they buy a ticket?
So you should come and see me watch, because I know straight away, even just hearing my walkout song I have picked, I'm going to have the place rocking, and it's just going to be a fast, electric...
Is it a surprise? Yeah, keep it as a surprise.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
Okay.
It's a great song. It's just going to have everyone buzzing, and
Wicked.
I'm just going to, like, it's going to be an electric performance. It's going to be clinical, and you're going to see some fancy stuff that you wouldn't normally see. Look, I take a lot of chances, a lot of risks, and I'm not afraid to throw that spin to get the knockout, and I don't come to play for points. I come to put someone away straight away. So I get a set fee, and I'm going to come to knock you straight out. So
yes, mate. Well, Dean, I'm buzzing, mate. I'm looking forward to watching you fight. I'm happy that you've got a resurgence, you've got more energy, more libido, like we spoke about before when you train. So hopefully not too many more kids. But, thanks for your time, Dean. I'm buzzing to watch you fight.
Thank you so much, brother.
Cheers, mate.